Hello, this is Tom from RV Travel and Living. It's been a while since I've done a video, guys. I apologize for that. I really do apologize for not doing a video. I have Mr. Omer here helping me do this today. I want to talk about traveling in an RV today. I want to tell you about a story about one of my buddies traveling in an RV. He wrote me this today, and I want to tell you the day in the life of Steve. He's out in Las Vegas, and I want to tell you the story of Steve today, and so hopefully you guys will enjoy this. I have a good friend, his name's Steve. He's been traveling in an RV probably about the same amount of time I've been living here, about 7 years. And what he does, he lives in an RV full time. And he travels throughout the southern part of the United States. Every once in a while, you see him filter on up into the northern states in the summertime to see the beautiful country that we have there in the United States of America. He was telling me today, this is his life, and he wrote me a long email, and I was reading it today. And I asked him, is it all right if I tell him his story? This is the story of Steve. Steve worked for a manufacturing company. They manufacture parts for motors, like camshafts and things like that. And he was the machinist. He got tired of the same humdrum and decided there, and as he's working there in that time, him and his wife split off, and he had got a large sum of money selling the house. They split it, but he got the sum of money, and he bought himself a real nice RV. He took this RV, made a deal with a park, and put it in the park. It's a newer RV. It's not brand new, but newer. And it's a Class A RV. It has all the comforts of home, the TVs, and all the things. But long story short, what he does on the weekends as he was working, he would take and go off on short excursions and do his thing. Meet, go on trips, and like go to the races or maybe follow races. He loved dirt tracks, so he traveled in Georgia and take his RV with him and go dirt track. But today he told me a story that he is now in Las Vegas, and they in Las Vegas you can park your RV in the parking lot at no cost, as long as you partake in the gambling and eat their food and things like that. But he's been there a little over, I think he said 2 weeks. He had to get a particular pass and let them know that he's staying there, and it was a simple thing. And basically it was just giving the guard that guards the property $10 and let him do his thing. But long story short, he's telling me he gets up in the morning, has his cup of coffee out on his porch that he had. Now imagine this, sitting on the concrete and doing that, having his coffee, making his coffee. Then he gets in his RV and he'll travel around the area, the local casino area there in Las Vegas, and to go around different places and come back to that site at the end of the day. He does the scenery thing. When he's done with that, he gets depending on the time, eats his lunch or whatever on the road and gets back to the casino. And then he goes and eats his dinner at the casino and does some gambling. But Steve, thing is this: he hates to gamble. He's not really a gambler. He does short gambling. He got lucky last night. He was playing blackjack last night. He says it's not a game of his, but he got lucky last night. It was his night. He ended up with $10,000. As you know, anything over $10,000, you got to sign and let the IRS know that you have the $10,000. So what he did, he gave away $1,000 to someone there, and he had $9,000. So he said, I'll just give it back to you. And so that's the story of Mr. Steve. I got Miss Amy coming. I'm sitting outside in the car waiting on Miss Amy. So we'll continue this story in a minute. Now, what's unique about Steve's situation is that he has, like I said, he has an RV, and the casino owns an RV park. And he actually won that money. And so they actually gave him some coupons for the stay. Well, come to find out, it is one of the new ones out there that you call. In other words, it's all automated. You call a number and make a reservation, and you pick your site, and say you get there and you don't like the site, you call you go online, and you can change the, I say you call it, just go online. And you get on the website and you can change your location, say whatever it was that you didn't like and you wanted a better place underneath the tree. Well, you can actually change it there if it's available. And they'll tell you it's reserved or not reserved, because people reserve these. And what's unique about the park is it's fairly decent priced. And what I mean fairly decent priced, the coupons gave him, I think, 3 months stay at no charge. He had to pay for his electric and had to pay for some other sewer hookup, which was nominal fees. The electric was really reasonable, he said, the electric. But the new thing now, apparently, is these parks is coming available that you just go online, you reserve. Now, basically what it does is it turns on that spot. So say, for instance, you pick B46 and you go to B46 and the power's on for you. It turns on that power for you at B46. And you change from B46 to B99, it'll turn off B46 and turn on B99 for you because you'd already paid the fees. What's unique about it is once you get there, there's a box. And the box is, the electric box, power's turned on, you can check the power. If you have a problem, there's a toll-free number, you just call it and they'll send someone out to take care of it. It's 24 hours a day, 7 day a week service. They have a maintenance guy that comes around and will help you if there's a problem with not getting power to that unit. But so far, he says it's been really unique. It's really great. They just turn it on, and they don't have to worry about. And the sewer, basically, you raise up this thing, and for the sewer, you push a button, and it raises it. You raise it, and then you put your sewer hook up there and turn it on. Same thing with the water. The water's attached to it. It's all contained in one board. So you have your water, your sewer, and your electric, and you plug in your electric. The light will show green for good or red off. So when you pull in, you say, oh, it's already turned on. So it gives you give times, like I'm going to be there at 10 o'clock. So it turns it on at 10. If you're not going to be there 11, 12, 1 o'clock, you can actually change that. I would suggest that you turn it on when you know you're going to be there, because someone could actually take that spot and use it until you get there. So I would suggest you do that. But it's really unique. It's really neat. It's a park out in Las Vegas, and it's one of the new automated ones. There's one in Texas, I hear, and somewhere else I heard there's a new park, I think in Florida, where they're going self-automated. Everything's self-automated. So I always like to tell these self-automated parks. So Mr. Steve is $9,000 richer and has 3 months stay at the casino RV park. Maybe you've been staying in the casino for 2-3 weeks. So there's a limit there too. You can't just park your RV there and stay there. Even though you move it, they pretty well know. There's cameras there and everything else, and they take pictures of it. They know what's going on. Believe me, all these casinos know what's going on in their parking lots, because they're liable for that. So you have to really thank the technology's coming out and making things a lot easier. I know you guys hear someone in the background, and you're probably wondering who that is. Well, it's Mr. Omer. He's running around here. He's waiting for his mother to come back. It's driving him crazy because his mom is not coming back. A good time. Look at him. He's all flustered and upset. I don't know. I'm not upset, but he is. I want to thank everybody for always watching RV Travel and Living. So self-automated parks, the new thing. What do you say? I say let's travel. God bless.